Hey guys, so I have a servo here that I'm planning to put on my Radian Pro to make it, I want to wire it off my rudder, so for a camera pod. So I have my GoPro sitting on top, glued to the arm in a EPP foam box that I have for my GoPro. So anyways, I want it here, and I want it to mimic when I bank my rudder to the right, I want the camera to look to the right. But when you Y a servo off another servo, if you Y them, one of them is going to be reversed. So in order for me to get this servo to pan left and right the same way as the rudder, it would have to be upside down. So, which is pretty much useless. So I need it to be like this. So I don't have a servo reverser. So I just had a couple of these old servos here. I just had them in a Hobby King plane that I swapped out. So that's one here, but I have an older one that I have some hot glue and shit on, so I'm just going to use this one. So I haven't done this before, but I was watching a couple of videos, and it seems you just have to switch the two wires on the motor and switch the two outside wires on the board. There's 3 wires there. So I haven't taken this apart before, I've never done this, so bear with me. And just get these 4 ratchet screwdriver's pretty good. You don't have to twist, you just turn and it just turn like that. We had our first snowstorm today, so it was a fun day at work. Everything was pretty much canceled. Just the runways and the ramp was not the greatest. On the top half looks like it's pretty much just gears and that, so I do not want to yeah, it's just the gears and stuff, it's normal. Get that back on, we don't want to mess with that. Okay, these are 2 motor wires, you can see there. Just 2 little wires, I need to switch them. And on the board, there's 3 wires. Now there's these 3 wires that come in from the servo lead. I'm not sure if that's those, because it's basically your negative, positive, and your signal. I think it's on the bottom. The board. It's these 3, I do believe. We'll just open it up. Yeah, it's just 3 little wires. I don't know if I could switch these 3 or these 3. So I'm going to go with from what I'm seeing and just switch them on the board itself. So we'll do the motor first. Should be pretty straightforward. Got our soldering iron. Turn it down a bit, but I like my soldering iron pretty hot. You just have to take your time and do it fast. So you get one off. So I'm just going to switch these right around now that I got this one. quick. So you just want to retin it, it's fine. Retin the wire might be a better choice. Just got a little dab of solder on there, it's fine. Gotta be perfect. Okay, that's those two. I'm kind of slipping out of the way here. These three here, so I need to switch two of them. Just be careful, I'll take them out really quick. Doesn't take much to heat them up. And this one here just traced a bit. There. Now, so I can get this wire out of the way. One that I just replaced. I need to get it. This here. I know it's a bit delicate, but you only need to heat it up just enough to get the contact. So if you want, you can line it up and have it touching, and as soon as you touch it, it should. Sounds like you gotta hold your breath to do it. Alright, that seems fine. So I'm just gonna fold this back in. Make sure the wires are good. Yeah, that should be fine. Switch it over, put your grommet back in. Little bubble grommet there. Everything is snug. Hopefully that works. Take the helping hand off, but your helping hand is a godsend for most things soldering, I tell you. They don't call it helping hands for nothing, so. Put my 4 screws back in. I've known this other day. I should have researched it because I knew that you could reverse a servo, but I was just assuming that you would have to buy a servo reverser and put it in line after your Y harness or whatnot. I did some research. I had this set up on my Radian Pro for the FPV pod, and first I had it on my ailerons, but that wasn't going to work because where I have it, my aileron servos into auxiliary 1 an aileron, so I can mix in for flaps and not flaps, but camber and reflex, I need to have it in aux1 and aileron. So what that did when I wired it off, because first I was thinking I'd have it on my aileron, so when I banked my aileron, my camera would turn with it, and vice versa. But all that did was obviously reverse my ailerons. It will screw up my mixes there for my aileron and all that crap. So I just like, all right, I'll just put it with the rudder, which I have it mixed with my aileron, so it's still being turned with my aileron. You know what I mean? I just used the rudder channel. So if I'd known that other day, I could have easily did this, and it probably would have worked. But anyways, it was kind of a rush thing, and I just slapped it together. So now I'm just going to slap it together again. I got to make a new pod and test it, and hopefully it works. So anyways, thanks for watching, and stay tuned. I'll show you how it is when I get it done.